across this great state, from Bragg Drive to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Iowa State at Iowa is going to be a marquee matchup this year. The Cy-Hawk Trophy is at stake, and as you know, this is one of the top in-state rivalries in all of college football. The Cyclones came out on top last year, but they lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We will see if this refurbished Iowa team is able to make some noise here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Iowa State's offense will get first crack at it today. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, Dave.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Cyclones are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Ends it off on the counter. Nice move to keep running. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking to fire. swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football. And
it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
So Iowa's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the...
Here's a little room there. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more...
Catch inside the 25! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Moulton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Moulton. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, people in Iowa, they just love football. This is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback Keith might have a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over it. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front. Great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part, a lot of time,
makes the catch, and he's free. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up.
Smart job by your QB, knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest, move the sticks, and get a fresh set of downs.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a big guy tries to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Push ahead on the sneak. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Trying to power it in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Grainer. Rushes on him, gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Cyclones will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touch! Iowa!
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it is such a momentum swing. The block punt, scoop and score for a touchdown. What a job by the special teams. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Don't forget, he had that first punt blocked. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David, getting stopped on 4th and turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the...
Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Pocket breaking down. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Working the middle. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying.
Makes a catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iowa State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires complete on the crosser. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made a defender miss. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the Troy Trojans. And it's the Sun Devils getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making checks. They'll give it to Malton. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Kamari again, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he did not make it. And standing tall against the run. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the fifth sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
To throw, it's Rayner. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
On
now.
third and long, trying to convert through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give running right, it's Kamari. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's caught. It's Diaz. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Kamari again. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He'll throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
With the catch, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cyclones have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off play action. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Working that left side now. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not.
There's a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season. Desperately needing a victory, and they've got the... Could be an outing. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season. Desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Moulton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cyclones spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go right back to it. There's some room. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The Cyclones take a timeout and they will have no more. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.